What's up, everybody? If we haven't met yet, my name is Will Paxton. I've been a musician for 20 years, and I've been recording my own music and the music of others for the last 10 years. Today, I want to go through a quick tutorial on how I turn my EZDrummer drums into separate tracks so I can mix them like regular drums. Let's dive in. Alright, so to get started, let's throw in an EZDrummer track. We'll start from scratch just to show you my process from beginning to end, and this is just going to be a really quick video. So what I like to do is, once I've got my song layout throughout the top with my markers and everything, and I've got a bare bones track, I like to go through and actually make my drums. Most of the time what I like to do is just to go in and create a MIDI track and go in and edit and add the hits from start to finish, so like that. But today I'm just going to do a quick, easy, let's say I found a drum beat that I really like in EZDrummer. Let's just make it up. I'm in 4/4 and I really like this particular beat right here. Okay, so normally when you're building your song in EZDrummer, what you'll do is you'll go in and you'll drag your tracks down here, your files down here. And so, pretty simple. But what I really like to do is I like the ability to modify the drums, because a lot of times these are just cookie cutter drum beats, and I don't necessarily like everything that they do. Sometimes if I'm stuck or I don't have any good ideas, I'll just come in here and I'll build my drums out like this. But what I've been doing recently is I have been taking and building them from scratch. But what you can do is you can drag this file out here onto the EZDrummer track, and it will produce a MIDI file that you can actually edit. So I'm in here and we're listening to the drums, and what you can do here, what you need to do is get rid of this because it actually doubles it. And I've had that happen before where I modified the drums in the MIDI file and then it's still playing the old beat, and I'm like, what's going on? So you got to go in here and delete that. So we got this file right here, and let's say you want to modify it. I don't like this kick right here for some reason, so let's take it out. Okay. So I've got my drums the way I like them. I'm done with the song. I've put all the fills and everything special that I want to be in the song. Alright, so to sum these down into separate tracks, what you want to do is you want to go into EZDrummer. And I imagine this would be very similar for tune tracks, like any tune tracks, Superior Drummer or something like that. I feel like they're going to have the same window. It's the same company, so it may look a little different, but I think this is going to be about the same. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to go in and change these outputs. And let's play through, I think there's 8 tracks, but we'll play it and see which ones the faders are going off on. And as you can see, the drum, only the kick is playing because that's the only one coming through the output, and we'll fix that really quick. So yeah, we had 8 tracks. And what we'll do is we'll go down to the mix window, go in EZDrummer and expand this out, and right here you've got these check marks. We had 8, so we'll check 8 boxes here. Okay, and I'm not satisfied with EZ1, EZ2, EZ3 as my track names, so what I'll do is I'll go in and change all these, and because I don't remember which ones are which, we'll go in and do this. So we got kick, snare, and now that that's done, in Studio One you can actually mix from here. You can put your plugins on here and keep going like that, but it doesn't give you the feel of mixing real drums. Another thing I want to mention real quick, whenever you do this, you want to make sure that your entire block, this whole file right here, is one. You don't want it to be like this. You want it to be all one track. So I just muted it. Anyways, so you want it to be one complete track, because you'll get issues if you have a cut right in between, like a snare or a cymbal or something. It will actually cut the track at that, and you'll get like a cut cymbal in the middle of the file, and you don't want that. So you want this to all be one. And I think in Studio One, just remembered, I think it's G. So we've got it cut right here. Let's do this. Yep, G is merges it all together. You also don't want it to be muted. Okay, so we've got our final drums, and also you want to make sure that the MIDI file, if there's cymbals at the end, you don't want it to end at the very last note. You want it to be extended, because those cymbals will get cut off too. So what we'll do here is we will go and transform to audio track. If it's a long song, you just need to do this and leave it alone for a while, because it's going to go through each track and put it on a separate track. So I've had a 5-minute song take 30 to 40 minutes to render all the drums down. And like I said, you want it to be final. If you're unsure, you can click this, and it gives you the ability to go back and modify any MIDI, like if you want to change the velocities, or if you want to change a note, move a note, whatever. You're unsure of if what you got is final, then you can do that. But I just like to make sure I'm done. I'm ready to start mixing these into the song. And what you do is you'll just make sure these boxes are clicked, hit OK, and I'll be right back. Alright, so we got our drums sorted out, and what it did was it put the names, the kick in there. But anyways, we have our drum tracks now. Ready to mix. And you can go in, and if this bothers you like it bothers me, just select the whole thing. There's a way to do this, but I don't remember. But I just go ahead and bounce it down, and so it'll say snare. And select all and bounce it down, hi-hat, so on and so forth. And if you have a full song, you're going to have toms throughout, I'm sure. And also, if you want to make these mono, this is how I do it. There's probably another way. I just click on it, select all, and bounce it down into a mono track, because I like my kick, my snare, and my hi-hat to be mono for some reason. I guess because that's kind of how you get your drums if they're recorded. Anyways, so that's how I like to bounce down from EZDrummer to separate tracks in Studio One. Hope that is helpful to you. Alright, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. If you like this kind of content, please like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, see ya.